You know, over the years, you can kind of tell which fighters enjoy the sport and kind of just are just there. You seem to be one of the guys that, like, you're not really about the talking, about the action. You enjoy the process of getting ready for a fight and fighting.
Yeah, I don't know, it's just what I do. Like I was talking about it with Bernard Hopkins earlier in the fighter meeting. In one of the fights, he was like, do you mind fighting on a little show with like no people? It's like, it's all the same to me. Like, this is just what I do. It doesn't matter to me. So I just enjoy it. I enjoy the sport. 23 should be a big year if everything goes well, and I want to make myself known as one of the top prospects by the end of the year. So just stay tuned for me.
Before this video starts, I wanted to inform every single last viewer of this video that I have started a GoFundMe for the Inoue Fulton fight. I'm trying to go to Japan and raise some money and get you guys great content out there in Japan. And I'm going to try to be out there for at least a month, and I'm going to need you guys' help to get you guys that great content and make this thing happen. So if you're interested in helping me with that, the GoFundMe link will be down below in the description and in the pinned comments. So help me out and help me help you, help True School Sports get to the land of the rising sun for Inoue Fulton. It is the road to Japan. So yeah, help me out with that and enjoy the video.
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, I've been really excited to make this video because it concerns one of South Florida's very own. You guys know I love my South Florida fighters. I love being the voice of South Florida boxing. I take great pride in that. That's part of my job description, is to cover the South Florida fighters. And when there's big news that happens with one of our very own, I love to talk about it. And this is some big news we have here. And this happened a couple days ago, but I'm just now getting to it now. It was reported that Golden Boy Promotions, one of the biggest promotional companies in boxing, has signed one of our very own, one of Fort Lauderdale's very own, one of the next Davey Powell's very own, and that's probably one of my favorite fighters in boxing. People ask me all the time, BT, who are some of your favorite fighters in boxing? Honestly, this kid right here is one of them, and that's none other than Eric Tudor. Eric Tudor, right now as it stands, young prospect in the game, 7-0, 6 knockouts, trains at the Derek Santos boxing gym under the watchful eye of the very stoic and very calm Derek Santos, also a good friend of the program, good supporter of the channel. I like Eric Tudor because, for one, he's like the polar opposite of what we have in boxing today. In boxing today, we have what Stacey McKinley calls a lot of internet fighters, the guys that really aren't that great in the boxing ring, but on the internet, on Instagram, they're the world champion. They're a beast, and they're a dog, and this and that, and they do a lot of talking on Instagram. They do a lot of talking on Twitter, but they don't necessarily live up to what they build themselves up as in the boxing ring. As to where with Eric Tudor, he is just different. He is the antonym to the synonym of what I just described. He's someone that really, if you talk to him, he's not really much to talk. He's a nice kid. But he's just not. He's not going to be out here talking and yapping away for no reason. He's very measured in his words, and he's not on social media. We don't care for social media unless he got a fight coming up. He just wants to fight. He wants to fight, and he wants to be someone that is known for being a great boxer. And it's refreshing when you speak to him, because I get a lot of fighters, and they care about all the other stuff outside the ring, as to where he really cares about what truly matters the most, and that's what's in the boxing ring. So that's why I love the kid so much. But Eric Tudor, for those of you who don't know him, because now he will probably be coming to your guys' attention, although I've been talking about him for a little bit of time. Sometimes people don't watch these videos where I talk about South Florida fighters until they fight on big platforms. So Eric Tudor, long amateur background, had 200 amateur fights. He was, he is of Romanian descent. He was actually, I believe, him and his brother Sasha Tudor, another good young fighter. They were actually supposed to be on the Romanian Olympic team, but due to the COVID, I believe that Eric decided to turn pro. So that's what it is. Eric is 21 years old. He competed in the Silver Gloves and won the Silver Gloves, and also won the National PAL Championships. And that's just what it is. I'll say this before I get into his comments from this press release. Eric did say in my last interview with him, because in my last interview with him, he revealed that Golden Boy was looking at signing him about 3 weeks ago or something like that. And now Eric is now with Golden Boy. He revealed in our last interview that if Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis fight next, that he would like to fight on the undercard so that the world can get more familiar with what South Florida's very own, what Florida's very own Eric Tudor is bringing to the table. So get familiar with this kid, guys, because there's just so much to like about him. You're not going to get any rah-rah talking from him. You know, I think the best way to describe Eric would be like one of my favorite rap songs when I was in high school. So there was this rap song when I was in high school that I used to like a lot from a rapper named Lil Reese. For those of you who know who Chief Keef is, you surely must know who Lil Reese is. Lil Reese had a song called Traffic. And the chorus of the song was, what the chorus say? It said, the chorus said, he ain't really with that, no, we ain't really with that talking, bitch, we bout that action. And that's what Eric is like. He's just about that action, but in a calm way, you know. But Eric, right? Eric wants to fight on that card, so you guys can get more familiar with him, right? So he made comments about his signing with Golden Boy, and here's what he said, word for word. He said, I quote, "I am excited to be part of a great promotional company like Golden Boy and showcase my talent to the world on such a great platform. I want to use this opportunity to show that I am one of the best prospects in boxing. Like many other fighters, my goal is to fight for a world title. Activity was a key factor for me when signing with the promotional company. I want to be in the ring as many times as possible, and Golden Boy will make it happen." Oscar de la Hoya, the Golden Boy himself, commented about Eric, and he said, and I quote, "We have been impressed by the raw talent we see in Eric Tudor. His skill set mixed the Golden Boy tools to make a star. We expect for him to thrive under our promotional banner and one day become champion if he continues his steadfast commitment to be the best. No one can build fighters like we do, and we are excited to welcome Tudor to the Golden Boy family." End quote. So listen, man, Golden Boy, let me say this. Golden Boy did their thing. Eric's been looking very impressive in the Thursday night Golden Boy fights. You know, when you watch those Thursday night Golden Boy cards they've been doing on DAZN over the last, 6 months, Eric's been making a lot of appearances on those shows. And he has been one of the standout, if not the standout fighter of those recent shows. So this is well earned. Bernard Hopkins likes the kid a lot. I've liked Eric as a fighter for longer than even before he even fought on the Golden Boy shows, because he's a really, really no nonsense type of fighter, and I'm praying to God he stays that way, because a lot comes with now with him on Golden Boy, and there's gonna be more eyeballs on him. People are gonna come his way and try to. A lot of people are gonna want to be his friend now all of a sudden, So I just hope he stays focused and stays to himself and does what he keeps doing. But 154, interesting division. That's where he competes. Right now he's 7-0, so he's not gonna be fighting Jamel Charlo or Sebastian Fundura tomorrow. But what I can say is this, and I'm gonna say it like this: Eric Tudor, Xander Zayas, I should say, right? Xander Zayas ain't the only South Florida fighter at 154 who's a prospect. Add Eric Tudor to the mix. And, I love my South Florida fighters. So, personally, for me, I hope Xander Zayas stay at 54 for a long time. I hope Eric Tudor stay at 154 for a long time. And I hope that they take over the division. I hope South Florida take over the whole 154-pound weight class. And I would love for this to be like Eric Tudor versus Xander Zayas. I would love for that fight to be a big fight for the world titles, maybe a unification fight, or maybe even for undisputed. That'd be crazy. Maybe they can come to South Florida and do a big undisputed extravaganza. Two products of the Davey Powell, two top fighters from South Florida, making waves in the pros as champions for all the marbles. That would be like the dream for me. But obviously a lot has to happen between now and that possible scenario. But Eric, I'm going on and on about Eric. I'm so excited right now. Eric. Let me see, what else can I say about Eric? I know Eric has sparred, he sparred Pistol Pete Dobson. He sparred Josenil Castro. Who else has Eric sparred with? He sparred a lot of guys. I think Chris Algieri he might have sparred with, but don't quote me on that. I could be wrong, but I saw a picture of them on social media. So listen, he's been around the block. He's been around for quite some time, and he is coming to a TV screen near you. If you haven't watched these Golden Boy Thursday night shows, and you haven't seen Eric Tudor, you're missing out on a very smart, intelligent, sharp boxer puncher, a guy that is going to be a serious factor in the 154 division. So if you're looking for, like, I know right now we got Charlo at the top and Zoo and Tony Harrison and Fundora and these kind of guys. But if you're kind of looking like 3-4 years down the line, of like who is going to be 2 years, you know, a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years down the line, who are going to be the next faces at 154? Apart from Xander Zayas, you know, who obviously has made a big splash with Top Rank, add Eric Tudor to the list. I mean, add him to the list. The kid can fight his ass off, and he's really, when I there's a lot of talented fighters coming out of South Florida right now, like Lorenzo Medina. We got Dominique Francis and Xander Zayas and Lawrence Newton and Aaron Aponte, and obviously most notably Teofimo Lopez. But I would say for me, one of the best and one of the most talented fighters we have, no doubt about it, is Eric Tudor, and I say that with deep conviction in my spirit. So yeah, man. That's the news. Golden Boy is and has formally announced their signing of South Florida's very own, the 7-0, 6 knockout, intelligent boxer puncher who's not with that talking. He's just about that action, Eric Tudor. So good to see. Looking forward to hearing when the next fight's announced, and I'll definitely be covering his career like I always have. So yeah, leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.